Alright, here we are on WWE 2K19 for the Universal Championship match. It's Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for, well, obviously the Universal Championship. I just covered that. But the reason I'm doing this on 2K19 is because the Universal Championship design doesn't work. The custom titles thing is all ruined on 2K20. When you try to use a custom title, the game either crashes or the design doesn't show up. So hopefully it's different on 2K19. I'm hoping so anyway. But yes, that is what we're doing. And Roman Reigns has said he will go it alone in this one, hence why there's no Usos on his side. But Seth Rollins, of course, will have to go it alone as well. It's going to be an interesting one. And I think it's the first time I've done this where I've gone to two different games to do these predictions, really. But kind of had to.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Two different ring announcers.
The WWE Universal Championship.
Anyway, here comes the Drip King. All business tonight, though. Seth freaking Rollins. Will we see a new Universal Champion, or will it be a continuation of Roman Reigns' ridiculous reign at the top? Before we go any further, of course, let's take a look at how we got here.
Get ready, guys. Big-time singles matches coming up here.
And I can assure you these two
Seth
superstars
Rollins
have been
taking his time making his way down. For some reason my phone's frozen. There we go. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins might just be destined to do this forever. As two of the most accomplished superstars in WWE, the head of the table and the visionary has spent the better part of a decade sharing the squared circle as allies and adversaries. Nevertheless, their title showdown at the Royal Rumble event on Saturday, January 29th will be their first collision since October of 2019 on an edition of SmackDown, and it will also represent the first time that they'll be waging war for the Universal Championship in a singles match. Rollins, in fact, has been hovering around the Universal title picture for nearly a year, lobbying unsuccessfully until now for a one-on-one title match against his former friend. After heading to Monday Night Raw in the 2021 WWE Draft, it seemed like the showdown might never happen. That all changed, however, when WWE official Adam Pearce was tasked with naming an opponent for the Universal title for the January 29th Premium Live event. Arriving at Reigns' locker room door with a knock that strongly resembled the classic Shield entrance music, Rollins came face to face with his former brother-in-arms and let out a maniacal laugh. And the rest, as they say, is history. The Big Dog's track record speaks for itself as challenger after challenger has fallen at his feet, including Brock Lesnar, Finn Balor, John Cena, Edge, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, Cesaro, and more. Can he be overcome by the superstar who knows him better than anyone else? It's going to be a very interesting watch in real life as well as in game. It's going to be very intriguing to find out. Can Rollins go over his friend once again and win another world championship? The last time these two, I believe, fought for a world championship was at Money in the Bank 2016. 5.5 years ago now. That's long as fuck, but 5.5 years ago. And Seth Rollins not only got the job done over Roman Reigns, but sent him away on a 30-day vacation as well. Of course, that was because Roman Reigns had violated the drug policy at that point. But it's a good angle to write into this one. The head of the table trying to look for approval here in St. Louis. I know it said Philadelphia, but ignore that. Here in St. Louis, but he's not receiving it. And the thing is, which of these men do you really root for? Because both these men have been good villains on their respective brands. And by respective brands, I mean they've both been on the same brand up until about last November, or October, whenever the draft was. But what I mean is, they've been very good villains. So which one are you meant to root for? The Universal Championship on the line. Such a better render than fucking 2K20, man. It's even got the Roman Reigns side plates. Jesus Christ.
Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds,
Seth freaking Rollins. I'm just going to call him Seth Rollins. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not putting the freaking in his name.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Looking back, I probably should have just done all the simulations on 2K19 because it's ridiculously, well, a lot better as a game. I don't know why I didn't. But until 2K22 comes out, and hopefully 2K22 will run like a dream. Until 2K22 comes out, we'll just be sitting on the a mix of 2K19 and 2K20. For Vengeance Day probably, for Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. And then, of course, for WrestleMania, I have to remember the controls are different on this game. Fucking hell.
One-on-one, mano-a-mano. If you haven't hit record yet, now might be a good time to do that.
I just nearly forgot. I was trying to reverse there with Y, and it's actually RT on 2K19. I mean, I've recorded all the 2K20 matches first, followed by the 2K19 matches, but they'll be uploaded in a random order, so it won't really make a difference. Thing is, these two men know each other so well, it's going to be hard for either of them to get a real advantage. But Roman Reigns might get their first stab at that with a powerbomb. But yeah, I've recorded the 2K20 ones before the 2K19 ones. But this may be before some of the 2K20 ones. I don't know what order I'm going to upload them in yet, but you'll see obviously when they're uploaded. Side slam by the big dog. An early dominance by the I should call him the Tribal Chief rather than the Big Dog. Just the game that calls him the Big Dog. The Tribal Chief. Early dominance over his former friend. Roman Reigns saying he never forgave Rollins for that fateful night nearly 8 years ago now, where he broke up the Shield the very first time. And can you blame him? There's a bond, it was a special bond that sent both these men's careers to the top. Seth Rollins ruined that all. That pure greed, really. Seth trying to lift Reigns. Not going to happen. Reigns trying to lift Seth. That will happen. Deadlift suplex. Jawbreaker reversal by Rollins, though. Like I said, knows Reigns like the back of his hand. Reigns sweeping the leg. Kick to the back, and now just methodically wearing down Seth Rollins. This is just going to be a brutal match between former friends. Of course, Roman Reigns does not want to lose the Universal Championship at this point. So close to WrestleMania 38. He's held the title for over 500 days now. It was a 500-day celebration. Every time Reigns hits a right hand, it just staggers Seth. And now Seth fighting back. These two guys as good as each other. You can't really say one is better than the other, really, can you? Seth Rollins going for an early cover. And Reigns kicked out anyway, but Seth Rollins just playing with his former friend here. And that's not smart. When you've had the title for over 500 days, you don't get played around with. Seth Rollins must be ridiculously confident to try something like that. And I mean, he is. So it makes sense. Michinoku driver reversed by Rollins. Reigns draking Rollins down on the ropes. It's so difficult to switch between games, honestly. Why is Reigns' momentum going up so slowly, man? Rollins is at 60% and I'm still in green health, whereas I'm only at 32% and Rollins is in red health.
Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
I don't know what's going on here, but Seth bringing the Tribal Chief back in. We might see a new head of the table here. The Raw brand may have 2 world champions by the end of this night. Which is why I think it probably won't happen, which is why I'm predicting Reigns. Because they're not going to have 2 world champions on one brand, are they, heading into WrestleMania? That's what I'm thinking, anyway. Could be wrong, but... I mean, WWE have done weird things in the past, so I wouldn't bet against it, really. Shot by Reigns. Rollins. Like I said, these guys know each other like the back of their hands. Seems to be a counter-off, I think, in this one. Reigns able to block. and punch the air apparently. But a takedown now to Seth Rollins.
I'm not used to seeing this. He's in big trouble here. I don't think I remember.
You guys will know, well, you will
this
now,
much
but you
off
won't
his
know it
game.
if I hadn't said it. I'm going to take a break after these matches and then do the Rumbles later.
Watch out. Oh my God, right into the second.
Get some lunch and something like that.
Lawn dart.
But you guys wouldn't have known otherwise, so it doesn't really matter.
You gotta believe
Power
this.
bomb out of the corner by Reigns. Into the centre of the ring now. I don't know. He's not going to the centre of the ring at all. He's going to the corner. Reigns thinking something second rope here. The father call by Reigns, the knee drop. And Rollins able to fight back. Of course, Rollins with the speed advantage, Reigns with the power advantage. And of course, Roman Reigns as well, should he need it, has the championship advantage. Where if he gets counted out or disqualified, he'll keep the title. Reigns not even letting Rollins get a 1 count. Not even letting Rollins have any momentum. And that's probably the best thing to do if you're the tribal chief. Don't let the man who's beaten you before have any edge over you. Reigns got to work on Rollins in the corner. And the tribal chief in control. What's he thinking now? Submission. Looks like a nerve hold here. Applied by the champion. Too early, of course, and Rollins. Smart to counter, especially for the legs. Poke the eye. Seth will do whatever it takes. Trust me. No, Reigns. Well, Rollins, I should say, trying to drain the stamina from Reigns.
He's got him on his heels and shows
Reigns,
no
of
signs
course,
of letting up.
with the power advantage. And now rolling through for a power bomb to Rollins. Kick out from the Drip King. He's in perfect position. Press X in here, I'm not going to lie to you. I was still thinking 2K20 controls. Perfect position for the Superman punch. And Reigns knows he has Rollins in the palm of his hand now. Rollins able to recover.
It might be cliche, but it's true here.
I think Rollins is going for his rolling super kick, but Reigns beat him to the punch. Rollins blocking. Clothesline, I think, just glanced Seth. It got enough of the challenger here.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men. Oh no, we've got
Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns giving it all here. One of these men will leave St. Louis the Universal Champion. But will it be the challenger? Will it be the champion? Fall away slam. The sheer power of Roman Reigns to catch Rollins off the top rope as well.
Fumes here, guys. Harsh impact.
DDT.
There may be no coming back from this.
Reigns now in the corner.
And that one grabs him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw. Somebody
Rollins going all out here. I think he's going to go for the frog splash on the tribal chief. And he does, and Reigns even knew it. And rolling through again. Another power bomb. And that's why you can't take this version of Roman Reigns lightly. You just won't win. You just won't be victorious. Roman Reigns covered by Rollins here, and a kick out.
See the frustration starting to build.
Yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
Knee to the head. I mean, it's been 50-50, but Reigns has managed to avoid Rollins' big moves for now, which is what he's needed to do, really. And the tribal chief escaping, but Rollins following on and countering again. Reigns countering back with a clothesline against the apron. I knew it was going to be personal. Just didn't know how personal it was going to get between these two. I mean, of course, we know how personal it could get between these two. We've seen the history.
I think that barrier might be the only thing holding him up. I think you're right.
Superman punch on the outside. And will Reigns retain this by count out?
Back in the ring again.
Of course, he's not gonna. He wants a definitive victory over a guy he's never been able to beat in a one-on-one title match.
He might have it.
And Rollins is in deep shtick. Rollins is in deep trouble. Through the barricade. We saw a similar occurrence between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Now Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are doing the same thing. Will Roman Reigns, he actually looks like he's going to accept the count out here.
He's got to hurry if he doesn't want to get counted out.
If indeed it is a count out, which I think Seth Rollins is going to get back up in time, and Reigns was aware of that, not giving him a moment. But Rollins, I think, was playing possum. He's actually caught Reigns into the table.
This is a grueling championship match. Nobody
Reigns
wants to lose this
is just
opportunity.
unstoppable. This is a version of Reigns you never want to face. And Rollins is going to give it his all here. I mean, he might pull it off. He has got a victory over Reigns in a world title match before. But will it occur this time? I don't know. I just don't know. It's not going to be easy. Doesn't mean it won't be possible. Face first. Reigns kicks out. Thought for a second there Rollins had taken Reigns by complete surprise. And again, Reigns with the block. And a clothesline, and it's just child's play at the moment for the big dog. And if you're Seth Rollins, you've got to wonder what has my old friend become? He's become the best version of himself. This is a Roman Reigns. I mean, he was unstoppable before. He had the power, he had the pace, he had everything. He has absolutely everything. But what a powerball off the top rope. But he's got that and he's timed it, multiplied it by about 5. Seth Rollins in severe trouble. Gets her shoulder up. The never say die attitude. You've got to respect Rollins for going straight at the tribal chief and saying, right, I'll take you on. But another Superman punch, and I think it's just a matter of time. And a spear. Oh, he's blocked by Seth. Curb stomp blocked by Roman. Superman punch again, blocked by Seth. These two guys, like I said, know each other so well, but again, the tribal chief comes out on top of a little exchange. What a matchup for the Universal Championship, though. You've got to respect everything they're giving. Poke to the eye, rake, I guess, rather than the poke. You've got to absolutely respect all the effort is going in here. Roman Reigns knows he has to give everything and more in this one if he's going to defeat the man who he can't defeat. That doesn't make any sense, but you get what I mean. I'm going to be real with you guys. I keep pressing Y to reverse things. That's probably why I'm not getting as many reverses as I could be. Well, that's the blackout. Kind of like the curve stomp, but not. Now Reigns is busted open.
And there's his speed paying off. What a strike.
Reigns taking advantage of Seth being dazed. And that's what you got to do as a champion. You've got to Pick your moments. Boots. 2 asses in the corner. Reigns is absolutely out, exhausted. I mean, Rollins, of course, has to be as well. The amount of punishment he's taking. But look at these guys. It's counter for counter. Neither man can get a sustained advantage. And when you know each other as well as Rollins and Reigns do, it's not surprising. Another gut-wrench suplex by the champion. And what is Roman Reigns thinking now? Oh, this is the Roman Reigns of old. Seth Rollins was talking about himself in the past. Roman Reigns bringing a move out of his past. The drive-by drop kick. And will that do it against the Architect? Reigns, you have to try and get back in and make a quick cover here before Seth Rollins recovers. Two count. It's a bloody 2 count. And Rollins able to fight back. It's just counter for counter, like I said. Reigns now with a counter. These two, probably 2 of like the people that will each other the best out of anyone else in the company. That makes sense. I don't think it makes any sense at all. But they can predict what the other's going to do all the time. Block by Reigns. Uppercut. And now just pummeling away. Pummeling away at his challenger. And an extra boot. And that's not it. He's going to continue pummeling. He's going to make sure Seth Rollins realizes his mistake. And he continues again. The ref surely has to step in at some point. Seth trying to keep in this match. Block. Big boot. Paul Reigns had in him, but he's going to go for a cover off it. Will it do the trick? No. Seth kicks out. Boot to the abdomen. Blocked by Seth. Blocked by Reigns. Uppercut. Missed. Swing and a miss by Reigns. That one didn't. And another attempt. And will miss as well. Reigns is absolutely on his last legs here. And so is Rollins, realistically. Both these men giving it everything they can to their highest degree. And Reigns looking at Reigns still not giving anything to Seth Rollins here. He is making sure that Seth Rollins knows that he will not be defeated tonight. Seth Rollins in complete control. Commentators curse. Reigns breaking out.
Oh, he turns it around.
Take down by Seth.
Man, that hurts. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Frog splash potentially now from Seth Rollins.
A second time. Oh, nasty.
Blocked by Reigns. And a roll through yet again into this powerbomb. He loves so much to deliver, and it's so satisfying to see him deliver it. Rollins, it wasn't even a kick out, it's more of a rollout. Not really much in that at all. Back to the nerve hold. Will it do it now? It's got to, really, hasn't it? Are you kidding me? I thought it worked on the head.
No, it's not over yet. Wow. Part of me thought
More on the arms and the head, and Rollins still scrapping, still giving every ounce that he can. But it might just not be enough on this night. These two going counter for counter. Reigns stopping that barrage before it starts. Block. Oh my god.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Seth Rollins. I mean, Roman Reigns is more or less identical to a god. And Seth Rollins is going to have to do something godly if he's going to be victorious in this one. Stomps now. Seth Rollins is giving everything and more. Poke to the eye. Blocked by Reigns. He's still in it. But Seth, he was going to block it, I think. Uppercut. Rollins, jawbreaker. Double stomp. And a rest hold again. Reigns might have been hit a lot, but he's still got enough power to know what he's doing in that ring.
Showing off some of his speed there. Somebody wound him up and he's
Rollins going to try and send Reigns to the top rope here. Is it going to be one last gasp massive maneuver by Rollins? Blocked by Reigns. Crossbody. You don't see that often from the Universal Champ. And now a signature. The signature Superman punch. And Rollins may have to bow down to a tribal chief who's not going to do it yet. Oh my. Seth Rollins. Straight on the head of Roman Reigns. What an encounter this is. Off the apron. I thought that spear was going to finish off Seth.
I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. Looking for the finish.
Now what? Now fucking what? Seth Rollins. Oh no. The end is coming for Roman Reigns' championship reign.
He had nothing left. Shoulders down. Championship on the line. And an airfall.
Roman Reigns kicks out of the curb stomp. Landed on my hand. Ah! Kicks the arm as well. Seth Rollins giving his absolute all. And you got to respect it. What a fucking encounter this has been. I knew it would be something classic. I didn't know it'd be this classic.
He has him right where he wants him. He can't take much more. And he misses the mark. Talk about
Seth crashes and burns. And that has got to be Reigns' moment to try and pick the carcass. You'd think. But Seth has got something extra in him tonight, apparently. Stunned him with a blow. Right hand. Back in the ring. Thunderous. Oh my days. Bloodbath here at the Royal Rumble. And a spear connects. And no like hesitation with the cover. It's time for Roman Reigns, I think, to go to the next level. Channel everything he can to defeat Seth Rollins. Even the old Roman Reigns may have to appear every now and then. Superman punch being lined up. And it connects.
This one's over, guys. Given the number of times we've seen it tonight, calling it a finisher might be a bit of a
Ref needs to
stretch.
check Rollins here. And Reigns is actually going to allow it. Maybe Reigns feeling a bit of compassion now for his former friend. These guys have had a bloodbath. One hell of an encounter here at Royal Rumble. And just as I said that, Reigns locking in the guillotine. Everyone taps to the guillotine. And Seth Rollins is no different. The head of the table retains his Universal Championship.
That match might go down as one of the best matches
But
in
can we
WWE
give
history.
full fucking props? Not only to Seth Rollins, to Roman Reigns as well. These guys punished each other. Probably more than Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley punished each other. And I thought it was going to be more of a fucking physical match. But what a match. If I get half of that tonight at the Royal Rumble, I'll be overjoyed.
Here is your winner, and
Roman Reigns, cocky, arrogant, but I mean, he has every right to be. The reign continues for Reigns.
Strategy fell into place with that victory.
I don't know when it'll end. I don't know who will end it. But Roman Reigns retains at the Royal Rumble over Seth freaking Rollins.